welcome to GreyHorseYoga. This week's video we are taking our yoga practice off the mat. I wanted to show you some poses that you can do either before or after you ride. I just rode, so these are great stretches for after. It's a great warm-up for before you ride also. And even if you are not an equestrian, this is a great sequence for anyone. So what you will need is something sturdy to use as a prop. You don't have to be outside. You can use your kitchen counter. You can use your desk at work. Anything that gives you some support that won't move. So I have my trusty fence here. So I'm going to step a little away from my support to start. We're going to come to mountain pose and just do a few stretches just standing. So starting mountain pose, feet hip distance apart. Think of aligning heels underneath the hips. Nice length in the spine, energy through the crown of the head. Let the hands rest down by your side. Let the palms face forward, and we're just going to focus on the breath for just a few moments. If you'd like, you can close your eyes, but just focus on each inhale and exhale, moving in and out of the nose. Noticing the flow and the rhythm of your breath. And then keeping that thought of that flow and rhythm of your breath as we move through this practice. Gently let the eyes open. As you inhale, float the arms up and overhead. Bring the palms together, and exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. So just a few rounds sun breath. Inhale, arms float up and overhead. Palms together, exhale the hands to the heart. One more time like that. Inhale, arms floating up and overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. So bring your right hand to your hip. Let the left arm release down. Inhale the left arm up and overhead. And then exhale, reach up and over to your right. So nice lateral flexion here. So make sure the sternum stays facing forward and you feel a true stretch up the side of the body. As you breathe, really feel that opening through the ribs. Inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale, come all the way up. Float that left arm down, and then once again float both arms up and overhead. Palms together, exhale the hands to the heart. Now bring your left hand to your hip, right arm releases down. Inhale the right arm up, reach up and over to the left. So second side for our lateral flexion. Notice that this side feels different. Make sure again you're breathing. Again, all the way back up, float that right arm down. One more time, both arms, inhale the arms up. This time take the gaze a little up if that feels okay for you. Palms together. Exhale again, bring the hands to the heart. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to turn and face whatever we're using as our support. So finding the hinge of your hip, let the knee soften a little bit. Hinge forward, let your hands rest. Again, if you're at a fence, or if you are using your kitchen counter or your desk at work, get a nice long lengthened spine here. Think of drawing the lower belly in and up to support the lower back. If you like a little bit more stretch, you can step the feet back just a little bit more, but keep the knees bent. Keep thinking of the crown of the head reaching towards the hands, towards the support, whatever you're using. So variation, again, think of it as a supported downward facing dog or a half standing forward bend. It kind of depends on where the legs are. Inhaling and exhaling, and then gently take the gaze towards the hands. We're going to step the right leg forward, coming into a high lunge. So as you step the right leg forward, make sure the heel is under the knee, keeping the hands on your support. Come onto the toes of the back foot, press back through that heel. So you can leave the hands right here. Again, think of the collarbones widening. You can bring the arms overhead, test your balance a little bit. Just make sure you're breathing. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to turn this into a twist. So bring the hands down. Bring the right hand to the sacrum, fingertips point towards the tailbone. Bring your left arm forward to your support, and then gently revolve your torso to the right. So think of drawing that right hip back. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly untwist both hands again on your support. Step the right leg back. Come again to that half standing forward bend or And again, looking towards the hands, step the left leg forward now to that high lunge. Come onto the toes of the back foot, press through the heel. Left heel under the knee. Find your support here, or arms overhead. Still think of drawing that left hip crease back. Hips are square to the front of whatever you are facing. Inhale and exhale. Again, as we come into that twist, release the hands down. Left hand to the sacrum, right hand reaching forward, and then slowly twist to your left. Inhale and exhale. Good. Another breath. Slowly again untwist both hands again to your support. Step the left leg back, right leg back to meet it. Again, nice, good stretch. Maybe pedal the feet a little bit here. Press down through one heel, let the opposite knee bend. This time again, stepping the right leg forward. This time we're going to step the right leg forward. Right leg stays straight. We're going to step the left foot in a little bit. Make sure the feet are still staying hip distance apart. Both legs straight. And then coming up to a nice vertical alignment. Think of mountain pose for the upper body. So nice stretch for both legs here. And we're going to have several variations of this posture. So you can stay right like this if this is a good stretch for the legs, or finding the hinge of the hip. You can hinge forward, let the hands again rest forward on the support. That's going to start to bring a little bit more stretch into both legs, especially the front leg. Make sure that front knee is not hyperextended. Still think of drawing that right hip crease back. And if you have another level, maybe if you are at a fence, you can go down a little further. Maybe if you're using a mounting block, you can go down to the next lower step. Or if you're at your desk, maybe hands to your non-rolling chair. If you have, again, a little lower support, but nice, good stretch there. And then coming back up, coming all the way up, float the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, release the hands down, interlace the fingers behind you, draw the shoulder blades together, lift the heart and the sternum, nice stretch to the front of the body. And then release the hands again, arms overhead. Exhale, both hands down to the support. Step that right leg back, left leg back. Inhale, exhale, step the left leg forward, right leg forward a little bit. Again, both legs straight. Find your foundation. Nice length in the spine. Inhale and exhale. So again, a lot of times second side may be different if you have a tighter hamstring one side. So hinge at the hip. Coming forward, hands rest on the support. Inhale and exhale. Again, don't hyperextend this knee, front knee. You can come down a little further if you like. Again, think of closing the hinge rather than rounding the back. So we want to keep a nice length in the spine. Maybe stay here if you find your back rounding. Stay at the higher level. Excuse me. And then inhale again. Arms float all the way up and overhead. Exhale, release the hands down behind you. Maybe think interlace the fingers the opposite way you did last time. Opposite thumb on top, draw the shoulder blades together, lift the heart and the sternum. Release the hands. Float the arms one more time up and overhead. Bring the hands to the heart, actually bring the hands back to that fence or support and step back one more time, downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling. And then step the feet forward towards your support, and then step so you can turn sideways, feet wide to the side, toes point a little to the outside, float the arms once more up and overhead, lift the heart and the sternum, nice good stretch, and then bring the hands back to the heart, bring the feet back together underneath the hips, come to that mountain pose, close the eyes, take a breath, notice how you feel. Gently let the eyes open. That is a great short practice that you can do as a cool down after you've ridden like I did already today, or you can use it as a warm-up if you are at your house or at your office and you're going to the barn. This is one, again, you can do this using a kitchen counter or a dining room chair or your desk, anything that is a sturdy support. I hope to see you sometime soon. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Have a great day.